Hey y'all, it's Indigo here. Wanted to make a quick little video on who I took to Gear 13 and why I chose them and who I'm working on. First, I want to give a quick shout out to my guys. I got my patrons, starting off with Gold, Johnny Cron, Castle, Wingnut, Rivolt, and LC Leviathan. For Silver, I got Mikayas, Dinocon V, and Lenders. And then my regular patrons are Spets, Ekel, Kaziglubi, and Go Cubs. The link's down there in the bottom corner if you want to check it out. And it's also in my description. Come hang out. We have a lot of fun. And there's a lot of smart people on my Discord server. If you want to pop by there, that link will be in the description. But let me go ahead and dive right into this. And hopefully you'll get some useful information on who you should take to Gear 13 now that we have this option. So the first one on my list was Bastila Shan Fallin. The reason I chose her first is because if you can outspeed your opponent, get ahead of them, and get her corrupted battle meditation out there, you're going to shut them down. And already I'm right up there at the top of my arena within a few points. So you don't want to fall behind. That piece will give her +8 speed, but effectively it's +10 because of the bonus for her speed set. So you definitely want to prioritize her even over Darth Revan, just because of that corrupted battle meditation. A fast Bastila Shan Fallin will win you some matches. So that was the first one that I took to Gear 13. The next one that I took to Gear 13 is my Darth Revan, simply for the fact of speed. All about speed. If you can get a Darth Revan that goes first, then you have a lot more control over the way the battle goes. So again, +8 speed for him, and effectively it's +10. So if you can get him faster than your enemies, and they're struggling to farm pieces for G13, you're going to have that speed advantage, and that's going to be huge. So definitely want to get him done as soon as you can, especially being part of the top arena meta right now. That extra speed bonus is going to do you a lot of favors. Okay, the third character that I took to Gear 13, I just got him last night, is my Sith Marauder. And a lot of people are kind of curious about that. I know some people are like, well, I'm working on Malak first. I want to get him done. Well, I want my Sith Marauder done because he hits hard already. And with the Gear 13 piece, he hits so much harder. And what do I mean by that? Let me show you what Gear 13 does for Sith Marauder. Here's a clip I took last night while I was climbing in arena, so I trimmed it down so you can see Sith Marauder with his special move. Look at that. One shot the first time he could go against a fully health, full protection, full health Bastila Shan. He can one-hit KO her. Get rid of her, you get rid of the enemy's corrupted battle meditation. You don't have to worry about not being able to land debuffs. It'll let you control the battle so much better when you don't have to worry about her using her specials to put fear up, put extra debuffs up, and stop you from landing your own debuffs. So when he's Gear 13, the biggest impact is going to be in his just regular physical damage. He was at 4,000 something, and now he's up to 5273 there. So over 5,000 damage. His protection did go up just a little bit. I think it was like an 11k increase. Not a ton, but mainly it's all about the damage. He can get that first turn one-hit KO on Bastila, and your battle's going to go so much easier. So I'm anxious to see how that turns out when I set that squad on defense, maybe in the next Grand Arena or Territory Wars or something. So that's why I chose Marauder. Let's move on. The next one that I'm working on right now, I expect to have him in a couple days, would be my Darth Malak. He should be high on your priority list because he's one of the important key characters of your arena squad. Once you boost him up, he's going to go up to about 120k protection, and his health is going to get boosted. You can get him to an almost combined HP total of 200k, maybe even a little bit over that. So if you can get him that high, he won't be able to be one shot. And since he's usually the last one left alive, he's going to be able to tank an awful lot of damage. So that's definitely a reason you should put him high on your priorities list for G13. Okay, these next 4 characters that I'm going to mention are kind of like my wish list. After I get done with Malak, they're going to be the ones I work towards. So first up would be Jedi Knight Revan. Of course, he's a very, useful counter. It's got a lot of utility. And if you don't Gear 13 him, there's no way you're going to be able to keep up with the Darth Revan squads if that's your main counter. So you're going to need a plus 10 speed boost just to keep up with all these 330, 340 Darth Revans that are going to be out there from everybody getting the plus 10 speed bonus. So definitely want to work on your counter teams. And if you don't use them as a counter, you could throw him on defense. And I'm sure Gear 13 Jedi Knight Revan and squad is going to be tough to beat. So consider that. You want to work on your utility counters and teams that have a lot of versatility that you can use against multiple other teams that you might have to overcome. Next up, of course, would be Grandmaster Yoda. The reason why is if you're already going to work on Jedi Knight Revan, Grandmaster Yoda is his right-hand man, the main damage dealer of the squad. So you'll want to get him to Gear 13 just so that he can keep up with the damage from the increased survivability that G13 is going to add to Darth Revan and Bastila Shan and all the other teams that are going to be out there. You're going to want your Yoda to be healthier, to pack more of a punch and be able to punch through those Gear 13 enemies that you're going to have to counter. So if you're going to use Jedi Knight Revan as your counter team, definitely put some thought into Grandmaster Yoda. And if it matters to you, both of them will be very good in raids like the Sith raid, phase 2, where you use them. If he's hitting that much harder, you're going to get that much more damage. So Grandmaster Yoda would be my next pick. Let's move on. Okay, on the wish list, I would put General Grievous on there. The reason being is you can use him in a droid team as a possible counter to Darth Revan. If you had him on defense in a separatist squad in your Grand Arena, he's going to be that much harder to beat. I mean, he goes up to 120k plus health, so he's going to pack quite a punch once he starts ramping up and going berserk, doing his metalloid monstrosity or whatever, and getting all these turns and doing his AoEs. You're going to clear the board. So that's definitely something you want to keep your eye on. Going up against those, overcoming him on defense is one thing, but if you use him on offense, he's also going to have some usefulness in the new territory battles. Since he is a separatist and a droid and he's one of the main characters, he's going to be used in a lot of the combat missions. So Gear 13 is going to be the way forward for survivability there. That's only going to help you. That's why I would put him high on the list. And if you're thinking about separatists, I definitely start with him. And the last one on my list, believe it or not, would be Han Solo, Raid Han. The reason why is because you use him almost everywhere. He's in a main counter team, which is your CLS team with Chewie and Han, and you'll use him in raids. I've used him in every territory war and Grand Arena. So he's a top, I guess you want to say, counter hero. You got to work on your counter teams for much of the same reason I said to work on your Jedi Knight Revan and Yoda. You'd want to work on your Han. His piece will give him plus 1,000 damage, and that's huge. Once you get him modded right, and right now I don't have him set up that way from the picture, but once you get the 6E mods and concentrate on offense, that extra plus 1,000 is going to be huge. He's going to hit like a truck. And you definitely want to keep your counters on par with, again, the survivability of the arena squads that are out there. If you don't upgrade your counters, they're not going to be able to do their job. So that's definitely one you want to keep your eye on that many people might not think to do. So that's it. You have my suggestions, and these are my thoughts on what I would upgrade. But in saying that, I would also say stay fluid. We don't know everything that's out there yet as far as what the devs have around the corner, some character that might be coming out that might be better and benefit from G13. We don't know. And we don't know all the different compositions with G13 that might become viable that aren't viable at the moment. So definitely keep that in mind, that you want to have a list to work toward, but stay fluid. You never know what's around the corner. So hopefully this helped and you guys got some useful information out of it. We'll see you next time. Shout out to my buddy Mikayas. He runs a modding service. He'll go through, make sure you got the right squad compositions and the right mods on the right characters. Give your account a real nice tune-up. I'll put the link to his Discord in my description. Go ahead and check him out. Tell him Indigo sent you. Thanks for watching my video, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, share your comments down below, and hopefully you'll check out my other videos on my channel. Peace.